Hi, welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz, and I will be guiding you on this journey today. So, this time around, we're going to be using the Guardian of the Night Tarot and then Spirit of the Animals. So, they both kind of have like animal vibes to them, which is kind of cool. Anyway, I don't really have much else to add to that. I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. Hi, Capricorn. Welcome. So let's get an overall vibe for you. All right. Ooh, we have Hummingbird. Miracles. I love this. Oh, I don't know why I grabbed the book yet. We'll read. We'll read about the totem here once we get your tarot cards out. But it says, you are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. I just heard like somebody kind of like snickering or like kind of like, yeah, right. Yeah. I can't wait to read more about that. But let's get your tarot cards out here first. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Tower. We have the Sun. We have the Hermit. We have the Four of Cups. And the 10 of effing cups. Are you kidding me? Holy moly. Capricorn, I love this. So first, let's read about this hummingbird. It's so interesting. Spread the miracle of happiness. And we have the 10 of cups out here. We have the effing sun out here, which is all about that. So, okay. Yeah. It's almost kind of like if you did, a little bit of an eye roll at the beginning. It's like this reading or like the cards came out is just like confirmation of this card. So let's see. Joy, love, aesthetics, beauty, ideals, delicate, agile, miracles, timelessness, positivity. The hummingbird, if the hummingbird is your totem, you are a person of joy and you bring a smile to everyone you meet. Hummingbird takes away sorrow, worry, and sadness. Hummingbird medicine teaches us to let stress and troubles go. When hummingbird appears, it is a reminder to spend time in the garden, drink from the sweet nectar of life, and flit from flower to flower, helping to propagate all that is beautiful. Hummingbird people are the masters of healing with herbs, flowers, colorful stones, aromatherapy, and love. If you have hummingbird as your totem, you naturally radiate the colors of the rainbow. Your bright, cheerful presence and sweet laughter is the blessing to all that you meet. You are a person who creates happy life magic. Hummingbird energy is associated with accomplishing that which seems impossible. You can even fly upside down. If hummingbird is in your life, you have the ability to see the good in others and beauty wherever you go. Acceptance and love are the healing powers you offer by just being yourself. You have a very high energy, which naturally uplifts others, but even hummingbirds need a rest. Take time with the flowers for renewal and never let others take away your joy, sparkle, or positivity. Happiness is who you are. I just kept kind of like getting this feeling of needing to be around other people. And even if you are somebody who is around other people often, it's almost like, kind of recognizing like how much energy you get from those people, but also how much energy they get from you. So that there's this like transference kind of vibe thing like happening with that. So let's start with the beginning here. We have the Ace of Swords. Swords are air, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could have those major placements in your chart. You don't have to. Maybe there's somebody around you that has those placements. Again, you don't have to, or they don't have to. But aces are about new beginnings. Swords are about our mind. It's our ideas. It's also divine truth. Logic, like I see swords as being the card of ego also, because that's generally where we hear our ego is in our minds. And our ego is created by the stories that we attach to experiences and feelings, whether they're true or not, whether they're ours or not. Somebody could have, placed a story in our minds and we just attached ourselves to the identity of that, right? But it's like the reasons why we think the way that we think, why we perceive our realities the way that we perceive our realities. It's why we do and don't do the things that we do and don't do. You get the idea. So it's interesting, there's this like blossoming of like a new idea. It could even be like discovering a new truth about yourself, maybe even embodying a truth about yourself. There's also like clarity of thought. It's almost like knowing what to do, and especially with it paired with the Hermit, which is the card of Virgo. Hermit is all about going within. It could be isolating or like solitary. There's also this message about your journey and your path being unique to you, and only you can walk your journey. So, again, like there might be this kind of discovery happening, this truth that you are discovering about yourself. Maybe this is even an energy that you've been in. Maybe you've been in hermit mode. Which, it can be spending a lot of time alone, not going out so much. Even unpacking what this Ace of Swords is. But it's almost kind of like if you have been in this energy, then there is this discovery that is coming to the surface. And then we have the Tower card, which is, I believe it's Mars. So that's fire. Aries is associated with Mars. The Tower card is about sudden upheaval. It can be a bit chaotic. Belief systems crumbling, economic structures, and did I already say belief systems? I think I did. Relationships. It's like, it can also even be like timelines collapsing, just things that weren't necessarily closed out are just, they're done. The closure that you needed was by separating yourself from that situation. And, we also have, so it looks like this tree is falling over and there's a saw at the bottom of it. So there's definitely, it's like there's something over here that you've been working on. It could even be deconstruction of religion. It could be deconstruction of like the, conditioning that we're brought up with, societal, cultural, family stuff. It could be deconditioning that. But, you know, the purpose of the Tower is to take out what is no longer serving you, because it's been using energy that could be available for something that is for your highest good. So, you know, the Tower comes in and it just starts cleaning house. Like, no, this got to go, this got to go. You know, you can stay for now, but you're on notice, you know, whatever it is, whether, you know, it's a person, it's an energy, it's, you know, an actual physical object. Mars is also very pushy in the sense of like, it's going to make you feel uncomfortable because it's here to make you grow. And, you know, growing pains can be a bit uncomfortable. So, and Mars is not going to let up. I can't remember, I don't know where Mars is right now. Like which sign. If it is Leo, it might be in Virgo, which would be interesting. It would be actually really effing interesting if it was in Virgo, because the Hermit card is here and there's this blood moon, but you know, I mean, Mars is a red planet, right? So I don't know, that would be kind of interesting, because it would also be, you know, wherever Mars is in your chart. Let me see. So if you are like a Capricorn rising, it would be your ninth house. And ninth house is about like higher education. It could be travel. Interesting. But again, I can't confirm where Mars is right now. And it, you know, I might, if I remember, I might try to look it up and I'll either put it on the screen or I will put it in a comment. But if you are a Capricorn sun, then it would depend on what house Virgo is for you. So anyway, it's just interesting. It came up that way. The Four of Cups is about like boredom, lethargy. You know, cups have to do with our emotions, heart space. So it's almost, you know, we have these three cups here. There's one cup that's kind of sitting in this cloud. And we have, I don't know if this is an armadillo. Let me see. Pangolin, whatever the hell that is. Protection, going inward, curling up, introverted. Like, it's interesting. It's interesting that, you know, these two cards come together, you know, like next to each other. And there is, you know, this shared message about like going within. This is even about, you know, not wanting to be vulnerable. This could be a message about the importance of being vulnerable. That could be what's over here too, is understanding that people can't read your mind, unfortunately. And, you know, if you're like acting a certain way because you think somebody is going to realize that your behavior is a reaction of their behavior, they probably don't get it. I mean, I've done that before where I've just, you know, I've acted a certain way, which was probably pretty negative, and the person just perceived me as being an asshole. Being moody, which, I mean, you know, I'm a Cancer rising, so fair. But if you don't tell them, they're not going to know. You know, there's this energy about vulnerability with the Four of Cups. But, you know, we have these Three of Cups down here. They're looking at this one cup here. So it's almost kind of like, let me figure out how to say this. It's almost like, you know, wishing for, like waiting for that impossible thing to come in, instead of recognizing that you have what you need down here. That's like saying, you know, as soon as I feel this way, as soon as I, you know, get this sort of response from somebody, you know, then I will, I'll be vulnerable, or I'll do whatever, you know, instead of just being like, you know what, YOLO, I'm going to speak my truth, right? And it's not like I'm not responsible for somebody else's response to that. Although I get it, because if there's the fear of rejection or being misunderstood, and especially if we are so protective over our feelings, that's hard to do. But look what we have on the other side of this, though, right? Like on the other side of this Tower and Four of Cups thing here, we have the Sun and the Ten of Cups. Like literally the Ten of Cups is the minor arcana card to the Sun card. So there's this like double confirmation thing happening here, where if you do the thing that you're scared to do, the result is probably going to be better than you think. And even if it doesn't go the way that you think it's going to go, you are going to feel empowered. You are going to feel good. And I can guarantee that, by speaking your truth, there is this like level of empowerment and freedom that happens here when you do that. So, Sun card, like I said, it's everything good. It's joy, it's bliss, everything that the hummingbird even talks about. It's rebirth, it's life force energy too. It could even be a message about getting sun because, we're all deficient in vitamin D. We have the Ten of Cups, which is about happy home, happy life, like family, all taken care of. Everybody feels fulfilled. Everybody feels purposeful. Like everybody's cup is full. And that can be community. It could be family, chosen or biological. We have a diverse group of animals on this card. So, it could be a diverse group of people around you. And, like you are the joy bringer. That's this card. So it's almost like getting back to your north. And like I was saying at the beginning, if you haven't been spending time around people, maybe it is time to start doing that. And even if you do spend a lot of time around people, finding gratitude for that. We have the Queen of Wands, which is confident. Queens are about embodying the energy of the suit. Like you recognize it within yourself first, and then we move on to the Kings, which is where you can share it and be a leader and a role model for other people. Fire or Wands is fire. It's all about action, the motivation behind the actions that we take, which again is Mars. So again, there is this confidence thing here about being empowered, knowing what steps you want to take and taking them, going for it. We have the King of Pentacles, which is the highest expression of the suit of Pentacles, which is your energy, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe that's Virgo, is the King of Pentacles. I thought it was Capricorn for some reason. But you are an earth sign, though, and it is the highest expression of the suit. There's this grasshopper here, which is about luck. This is being abundant, having your needs met, being able to meet the needs of others too. The Fool is a new beginning. It's taking a leap of faith, trusting the process too, because there's a level of surrender that goes in. I love that there's the colors of the rainbow up here, and the hummingbird was talking about that too. The Magician, it's rare that we have this progression from the 0 to the 1, right? Immediately after the Fool is the Magician, recognizing that you have all of the tools that you need in order to manifest the thing that you want to do. Because again, sometimes we get stuck in, I don't have enough of this, I don't have enough of that, once I have this, and it's like, no, you have exactly what you need, and whatever you do end up needing is going to show up for you. I always think of Harry Potter. I'm a Harry Potter nut anyway, but you've seen the movies, right? If you haven't, let's watch them together. But the Sword of Gryffindor shows up to the person exactly when they need it, for the exact purpose that they need it, and then it's gone, right? That's what the magician energy is. What you need will show up. And if you don't have it now, you don't need it right now. We have the Ace of Cups. Are you kidding me? We have 2 aces. The Ace of Cups is your cup overflowing. There's white feathers here, which is usually messages from the beyond. We have this Lotus, which is, usually messages of like having to grow through like murky, muddy, kind of energy, and then, or energy, waters, energy too. And you blossom into this beautiful lotus on the surface. And then Judgment, transformations, shedding an old skin, growth. What a beautiful process. And it's like, don't fool yourself here. Like, don't allow yourself to stop yourself. I'm leaving it there. It was an honor to read your cards. Thank you so much for being here. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.